Hey everyone, it's Leisha, also known as Vacchiali, and today we are doing number 2 in our Pokemon makeup challenge thing, which we're doing Ivysaur today. So, I'm going to put my bangs up. Ivysaur is actually quite different than Bulbasaur. I never really kind of noticed because I didn't really ever really look at Ivysaur, but he's a light blue. He has a dark blue spots with a little bit of green on his back, and then the pink flower on his back. So the main look, it'll be like kind of dark blue around the edges, light blue, this nice little sparkly light blue. On the inner part, I'm going to, bottom lash I'm going to be pretty excited for. So I'm going to start by moisturizing and priming my face. So using my Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. And I'm going to rub that all in. And I guess today I'm just going to talk about my plans for the upcoming week. So when I'm done with my makeup today, my fiance and I are going to be going to the AT&T store because he wants to get a different phone. Because he needs a new one because his is dying and his job is pretty much being online at all times because he sells Pokemon cards for a living. So, this is funny that I'm doing a Pokemon makeup challenge and he sells Pokemon cards for a living. It's a little, kind of meta in the end. Alright, get a little bit more from my forehead. I'm almost at the end, which means I can start using the other bottle that I bought. Because there's so much product on the bottom. It's not even funny. Anyways, so all in there. So we have to go do that. Sadly, he's like, I think I'm probably gonna have to go for an iPhone because those phones are just made for people that are always on social media. So he's like, I think I have to go for that, even though he doesn't want to. So, oh well, I guess. But other than that, I just go to work, which today is Father's Day. So if you haven't told your father, who is a good father, who is actually deserving of a happy Father's Day, you don't have to be nice to family just because they're family. It doesn't matter if they gave birth to you or if they're your dad, doesn't matter. You don't have to tell them anything. You don't want to, because just because they're family doesn't mean they deserve respect automatically. And that's the truth. But tell a good father that's treated you right, that's been nothing but good to you, happy Father's Day. Which I got a couple of dads I gotta tell. Gotta tell my stepdad and my dad, my real dad. Gotta tell them some happy Father's Day. Well, I call my family. I don't text them happy Father's Day. I call them to give them, unless I'm working, which I had to work all day as Mother's Day, so I wasn't able to call my mom on Mother's Day. But, however, I did text her and let her know, I'm sorry, I have to work all the entire shift, Mother's Day, open to close. I don't do that today. I go in at 3 o'clock and we close at 8:30 tonight, which is 30 minutes earlier than we normally do, but that's okay. I'll get there at 3, I'll cashier, and then tomorrow I work all day, which is not fun. So I'm putting some Vaseline on. Don't buy this for more than you have to. I got this for $4, which was a scam. It's just Vaseline, that's all it is. Oh well then. But yeah, also Dollar Tree is the bane of my existence. So yesterday I was a double, and we were dead almost up until 1:30. There was no tables coming in. Was when I got cut. So they cut me because I wasn't even supposed to be there all day yesterday. Only reason I was there was because I was asked to be, and we weren't really that busy. I get cut, I get off the clock after I clean my tables and do all my side work. And then, and always, I seem to take the longest on my side work, but that's because there's a list that you have to follow to properly complete a side work, and I actually do that entire list. And that's why mine always takes the longest out of everybody's, because I actually do it the way you're supposed to. Which happens. And so I did my stuff, got off the clock, and then I guess they got some tables, but it was the kitchen that was behind. So I asked them, do they need me back on? They said, no, we're out here on the front, so we're fine. Like, we're fine on the front. And I'm not trained in the kitchen. I've asked to be trained for like maybe a couple of days in the kitchen, just so I'm completely well-rounded at my job, because I want to be able to do everything. Oh, the primer I used is the No Pore Problem Touch and Soul. So, I mean, you know, and then I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. I pretty much do the same at the beginning until I start using other primers. Like, I like to try to find the best, absolute best for, like, a good value. Anyways, I want to be, like, fully well-rounded, but they haven't trained me in the kitchen because they need too many servers right now. So that's understandable. Oh, I forgot to color correct. This is what happens. I always get distracted by steps. Okay, so I got part of my foundation done. Okay, let me stop that there. And let me color correct my eyeballs and put the concealer underneath my eyes. Because I'm trying to go back to how I used, like, I always, like, forget because I used to do it a certain way. I'm using the Wet n Wild color correcting, and when this yellow runs out, I'm just going to buy, there's, like, one from NYX that's, like, $6. I think I'm going to buy that one because it'll help get rid of dark circles, which is the goal. I know you can also use, like, a peach reddish color, I think, but I don't know. I don't think it'll work out too well for me. Because I tried it before with, like, because you can do, like, red lipstick. I literally looked like I had pink under eyes. Like, not even kidding. Like, I tried it, and I used just the tiniest bit. I did it with more. I did it, like, every way that they've ever had on a YouTube tutorial. I've tried it. It does not fucking work for me. Plain and simple. Anyways. Oh, my God, you psychos. Oh, they're fighting each other. That's why they're playing. Anyways, you see, I'm having like a little bit of breakouts right now because I'm pretty stressed. I'm always working, not sleeping well, but I am drinking plenty of water, so I guess I'm doing one thing right. Maybe when school comes back and I work less, but I have to do school, I mean, I'll still be exhausted, but I won't be physically exhausted as much. Now I'm going to blend out my concealer. But yeah, so I'll be working all day tomorrow. But anyway, go back to what I was saying. Yeah, I remember now. They were like, no, we don't need you. So I went to Dollar Tree because I needed to get some, what's it called? Some stuff for a couple of cosplays. I needed to get some nail polish. Because I needed a nude color for Belle, because I don't have a nude nail polish. And I have these fake nails, because I need to get nail glue. But they didn't have any nail glue in my Dollar Tree, so I was like, fuck it, whatever, I guess. So I didn't get nail glue. That sucks. Where did my my sponge go? There it is. So I didn't get any of that, but I guess whatever, you know what I mean? So, oh, and the concealer I use is the Maybelline Fit Me. It's an amazing concealer. I think the next time I might order, because I think it's around the same price for the ColourPop one. I think I'm going to order and try the ColourPop concealer. See how I like it. And I try to order makeup in kind of like bulk when I do it, so I pay less for shipping or whatever I have to do to buy it, which I like to use the Ulta app and everything. Go over your lips, just so you don't like have a line around your lips of where it was, because that can happen if you don't blend it onto your lips. And especially when you're doing cosplays, it's really good because you block your lips out and then you can add like the shape of however you want it to go, and it's a little bit easier. Now I'm going to take about half a pump, put it on my forehead. Yeah. I really like this foundation though, and so do my coworkers. They're like, your face always looks so good with this on. There's one I really, really like. It's the Juliet It's a little crank one that like makes noises when you turn it up. I got it at Ulta. They don't sell it there anymore, but they do sell it at Target, online at least. Not at my personal Target that I've been to. I've been to a couple and they don't sell it there, but they sell it online. It's really good. It is lighter in coverage. But holy shit, my cats are fucking each other up. They do that where they get like, the littlest one will get just a little too aggressive. And we're trying our best to get her to stop that, but it's hard to do that with the cat. Because I feel bad, like, trying to, like, discipline a cat. Because they don't really listen. They're, like, you can train them, but it's fucking hard. And I'm going back over because I really have some really bad dark circles right now. They've never been this bad in my entire life. They really are pretty bad. But anyways, I had to, and then I had to get a nude for Belle, and I had to get a red for Yumiko, because I'm going to be doing Yumiko from Kakiguri. That'll be fun. I already have the blazer that I got, so I'm going to explain my entire cosplay once it's done. Explain how I got everything and how I did everything, because I am, like, recording how I'm doing certain things and, like, making certain things. But, yeah. So I think I'm going to complete it for my birthday, because that was on the 16th. Anyways, I went and I did that. And then I saw my coworker yesterday. She surprised me with a birthday present that is currently in transit. Well, should be in transit in a couple of days. It says 5 to 7 days estimated. But the way the world is, I don't expect it that quick. She got me the Jeffree Star cream palette with the Heaven's Gate lip gloss, and I was like, no you didn't, and she showed me it, and she said, here it is, here's the tracking information, here is it all, but she blocked out like her address and everything else, but she said it'll be here in, oh god, this is why I wear pajama shirts or a robe when I do my makeup, 5 to 7 days, and I was like, you're kidding me, you actually didn't do that, and she's like, no, I did. She got it, and she said it took her like a minute and a half altogether to get it. Like, she was literally like refreshing the page, she was literally shaking, and she said, I've never tried so hard for anything in my life, and I just felt so special. I was like, I'm gonna cry, don't make me cry. But she was just so sweet, and I really appreciate her. She's a very good friend, but she's leaving me to work at the census. I feel sad about that. She's abandoning me. But that also means I wanted to get more cashiering shifts now. Which I prefer serving, because I make quite a bit more money doing that. But it is a lot more stress. To be honest, like, serving is far more stressful. By far more stressful. And especially this place, but at the end of the day, it's like not a super bad stress, because I'm like, I'm working hard for my money, so I know I'm earning my money kind of thing. It's not like, oh, this is super easy money. It's like, no, you work hard. And especially when you're like interacting with people. But I got that, and then I found these really nice like fake mink lashes that they weren't like plasticky like the rest of them are at Dollar Tree. These are like soft looking, really pretty lashes. I was like, what the fuck? For $1? I was like, I'll grab those and I'll use them for a cosplay at some point. I'll do that. So I was like pretty excited, which soon I will be practicing my makeup once I'm done with stuff. It's just I'm only doing things on my day off that's really intensive, like working on my Belle cosplay right now, because I'm doing that, which I'm not going to record any of that because I'm not qualified at all. Alright, so there we go. My hair is just going everywhere. It's unruly recently. Alright, everything's dry. Now what I'm going to do is put a cap on my... Holy shit, Jeff the Killer. How are you? It's been a while. Anyways. God, I haven't thought about creepypastas in forever. But anyways. That was yesterday. Today, we already know my plans. Tomorrow, I will go to work bright and early in the morning. I will serve at lunch. go on break, cashier at night, and then after that, I will be off on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, what I will be doing is I will be shopping for, I might vlog if my fiance is okay with that, because I don't want him to like accidentally get in like the view of the camera and like him not want to be like, I'm gonna respect if he doesn't want his face all over the internet, because some people don't mind, like me. I don't give a crap. But anyways, I need to go because we have a wedding that we have to go to on July 5th. So we have to go get a dress. I have to go get a dress, and he has to go get a tux, like a suit thing, a suit. He has to go like rent a suit, and I'm gonna go find a dress, because the only like dress that is like formal and appropriate enough for a wedding is a white dress that I have. If it was a different color, I would wear it, but it's a white dress. I'm not gonna wear a white dress to a wedding because I'm not a piece of human garbage. So we're gonna go to a few different stores like Ross and TJ Maxx and like all that shit. Maybe find a dress. I think I'm gonna go to TJ Maxx first and foremost, because they have pretty nice stuff, honestly, like there, and it's pretty well priced. There was a shirt that I really wanted that I'm kind of sad I didn't get. Wish I would have gotten it, because and I think about it all the time, but I'll never find it, so it's okay. I just accept the fact. And it's always those things. If you really, really like something and you're able to get it, just fucking like treat yourself sometimes, people. Treat yourself sometimes. And especially like, or wait and try to find it at like TJ Maxx or something cheaper. There's been a lot of really good makeup showing up recently. And if you don't want to support a brand directly, sometimes you can find the stuff like at stores like that, and so you're not giving money directly to the company. So like always think that way. If you like a certain style of clothing, like say you like Hollister's clothes and you know about their fucked up past and like the owner is like a piece of shit and everything, if you know about all that, buy off of Depop, buy off of Poshmark. Poshmark? No. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Buy it off like different webs, like, and also go to Goodwills, go to secondhand stores, and so you can get the style that you want, but then you also don't have to give the company any money. And that is a good idea. And I've always lived by that. Look at, see, his all paint's coming off. I've had this brush forever, but I am contouring with the NYX professional palette, and I'm using this shade, and I literally go down all the shades. I've used this shade a lot because I use that for like when I do cosplays and stuff. But yeah, no. So sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing. I've been able to do my makeup on my phone recently, which is pretty pro, I think. Some of it. But anyways, if you don't want to support a brand directly or a person directly, that's a good way to do it. But I'll probably go to TJ Maxx, Ross, and when I'm there, I'm going to search for a black plaid skirt because I need one for my Yumiko, which is the last clothing piece I'll need. I still need the wig, and I need her thumb ring, which I'll also be looking for, like a ring that can fit around my thumb, because if you didn't notice, that's what she has. So, I'll do that when I'm going out and about, and then we might go grocery shopping. I don't know, but then I'll work in my Belle cosplay some too, because I only do that on my day off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into blush, and I am going to use the like brighter pink shade that I have because the flower on Ivysaur's back is bright pink. Makes sense. So just go like this. Getting a lot of blush on this thing. Then tap the excess off some. I think Glambot is a website as well that has, like, what they do is they take, like, makeup from people that don't want it. They cleanse it properly. From what I've known, if they're, like, false and they lie, let me know if, like, something has come out about them. I haven't found anything. But also, you can find things that are, like, out of stock. There was that Alice in Wonderland palette that I know somebody wanted. And I found it on there, and I said, hey, this is right here. And it was, like, half the price. And they were like, oh my god, thank you. And now they buy so much makeup off of Glambot. And they get, like, they'll keep, like, limited edition things. Sometimes there are Jeffree Star Thirsty palettes, because I know he took that off. I think he took off that palette and one other palette, so he could have enough room in his facility to be able to have other ones. And I like to bring blush, like, all over my face. I just really love the way blush looks. I think it's adorable and cutesy. And the weather is so perfect for videos today. It's like a little bit overcast. Great. Which I know I've never understood why Florida's called the sunny state. Like, if you don't at least have maybe 30 minutes of rain a day, are you even in Florida? Are you even in Florida? No, probably not. We have at least 30 minutes of rain every single day. You can, like, ask anybody. Or it'll at least start sprinkling. Out of nowhere. Like, the sun can be shining, and it'll just start raining, and then it'll be, ow. That hurt. Jesus Christ, that just fell on my foot. Ow. My foot also kind of hurts because the, like, sides of them, because I have very flat feet. Like, I'm very flat-footed. Like, very. Like, my foot is, like, kind of, like, just like a line, essentially. Very solid to the ground, you could say. I don't have an arch. My mom doesn't have one either. I think it runs in my mom's side of the family. So, yeah. Anyways. Yeah. What was I saying before I was rudely interrupted by a palette falling on my foot? I really like the way blush looks, yeah. And so those are my plans for Tuesday. Hopefully I can find the skirt and the thumb ring. That would be nice to find. Yeah. And then I already have shoes for her and everything. I don't know. They're not, like, fully canon because she kind of wears, like, brownish Oxford things. But I don't have those, and unless I go to Goodwill sometime soon and find a pair. They had a bunch of them, but they were men's, and they were literally, like, double the size of my foot. I would look like I had clown shoes on. Wasn't going to do that. So now what I'm going to be doing for highlighter is I'm going to be using a pink highlighter because, again, pink. So this one is the Blossom Glow by Wet n Wild. These are beautiful and they're such a good price. I'm telling you guys right now, so good. If you don't want to spend a shit ton of money on some highlighter, go for these. And they have like quite a few different colors as well. And then Milani makes some pretty good highlighters too. So what I'm going to do is I take some on the brush, I spritz it with my water, and then, oh my god, look at her. Also, you can use sparkly shades from eyeshadow palettes as highlighter too. They can double, especially if you wet them. When you wet them, it really does give that highlight appearance. If they're kind of duller in appearance, wet them, and you'll get a little bit of va-va-voom. You know what I mean? But I will also be doing an opening of the palette and everything, and the lip gloss, and like doing a look with all that when I get it. And there is something when I do my cosplay makeup I'm going to try out. So I'm going to try putting literally a line of like highlight right here on my nose, because I know that's pretty common with like highlight, like in like anime and stuff, they like do highlights right there. So I'm going to try out, but I'm going to do this, blend this out. I can put this stuff on, like some makeup I can just put on without even looking, because I've done it so many times in my life. And I used to do makeup on the bus as a high schooler because I took these really heavy sleeping medicines because I couldn't fall asleep like ever. And now I have trouble staying asleep, which I wake up at least a couple of times every single night, but it's not literally me waking up every 30 minutes, so I really don't care. Then I'll go to sleep at midnight, and I'll wake up like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, sit there for about 30 minutes trying to fall back asleep, wake up at like 9. So, you know, then I'll get up at that point. Or if I wake up a couple of times, I'll wake up around like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Then I'll wake up again at like 6 or 7. I've just gotten used to this routine of waking up. So now I'm going to set my face with the Jungle Rock Bretman Rock setting spray. Honestly, I kind of want to buy another one just to have a backup because this collection's only for so long, I'm assuming. And I love it. I love the way it smells. I love the way it sets my face, which is its job. So now I'm going to start on the eyeballs, which is the most important part. And we are going to use the... It's a different concealer. It can sit on the floor. e.l.f. Camo Concealer. And I have been using Fair Beige. Ew, what the hell are you? What the hell are you? Oh, you're my setting spray. That's weird. Kind of like spurt everywhere. So what I always do is I take the little gloop and I just put it right back in because I don't need that much. I'll go like this. Okay. And this little brush. Grab my little rock palette. I will blend this out. Oh, I forgot my towel. Alright, I'll go have to grab one. I'll go have to grab one. Yes. Those are English words. Now I'm going to take Cool Taupe from the Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette. I want to do this thing where I use every single color from a palette. Like every single one. Like none of them are off limits kind of thing. Which I will use some of these shades for Pokemon looks and everything. It's just some of them aren't vibrant enough. So when it gets like darker ones, the darker I want is going to be sick. I'm back. I have my towel now to wipe my hands off. I just dropped my brush, so I'm not back. I'm back again. So now I'm going to prime the other eyelid. Literally just doing this, like your face looks 100 times better already. So your face looks kind of crazy when you just have like concealer and foundation on. You kind of look like a psychopath. But adding highlight, blush, and if I just put a little mascara on, I could, and like prime my eyelids, I'd be good to go. Walk right out that door. Now I'm going to blend this eyeball out. And when it gets more time to actually like get to the convention and cosplay, I will be getting my eyes like properly waxed and not me like trying my hardest to figure out how to do it without ripping all of my hair out of my head. Now take Cool Taupe out of this palette again just to set my eyes. Also, always play with like eyeshadows when it comes to like certain palettes. Some do better when you set them, and some don't do as good when you set them. And it says it's almost at capacity. So I'm going to stop this recording and I'll be right back. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I am back now. I will just blend. Okay, got all that out. So now I'm going to go into, let me get this brush back in there, into the palette we will be using today. Which the palette we'll be using is the Morphe James Charles palette again. Because it just has colors that just work very, very well for this makeup look. I think for like Ivysaur, like Venusaur, the rest of them, I think this is going to really work. Blastoise, I will be going to the Lorac palette. Like I'm already thinking of everything, you know, like how I'm going to do certain things. So I'm going to grab, I have 2 different of the Morphe blending brushes. I have one that's meant for colorful looks. and one that's not. So I'm going to go into this shade right here. This one. I don't know the name of it. It might be the Cola shade. I think it probably, I'm assuming it's the Cola shade. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap that on the outer V and bring it in to the crease. Excuse me, Catless. Mr. Atlas, the cat. Oh my God, you psycho. I'm gonna go let him out of the room so he can leave me alone. If they're already in here, it's hard to get them out. So, as I said last time, slowly build up colorful shades, because I'm telling you right now, just going in full force, you can regret it, and it's going to be hard to get it back off. So I'm dipping it again, going to tap, then we'll just pat that on the outer V, pat that here. Okay. All right. We're going to slowly build it up to get it pretty dark. Take a little bit more this time. And I wish I had like a proper vanity I could sit at and everything, which I feel like I'll get one day. Okay. Okay. There we go. That's good and dark. So, I look a little insane right now. We're about to fix it a little bit. Fix it just bit. Going to take off the blending brush a little bit. I'll probably wash them later. Spin it around. Spin around my little jar. Here. This is always like my cleanest blending brush because I use it to blend out the shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this shade. Ooh. Okay, this shade right here. Gonna tap into it lightly. Knock it off a little bit. And then I'm going to buff out these edges with this. Oh, wow. That made the shade disappear. What the hell, dude? Did you guys see that? That's so weird. Okay, so I'm going to dip into this a little bit more and dip into that. The two shades that I just did, because I'm going to have to build this back out. That was so weird. Look, it's just disappearing off my eye. Whoa, what the fuck? I've never had that problem before. Okay, so I'm just going to blend that out, and then I have to pack more of the shadow back on. I think this is going to take a little while because this is not working how I wanted it to. Okay. You see that? Where it like gapped? That's weird. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Okay. Here we go. All right. Let me just get a little bit more. Oh, God. The other eye is going to take forever now. I hate that. I hate when that happens. When there's like something funky going on. There we go. So now I'm going to go back into this blending brush, and I'm literally just going to hit just the edges. Just the edges. I don't want to take off any more than I have to. Okay. I just blend in the world, dude. Oh, God. Okay, this is stressful. This is quite stressful. Okay, pop this back open. Tap, tap. It's coming off. I don't fucking understand, dude. I've never had a problem like this before. I don't think today's my day. Okay. Well, we gotta kind of move on now because I got things to do and places to be. Eek. I hope it all works together in the end. Where did I put that other brush? Where did it go? Down here. Okay. Tiniest bit of blue. Knock it off a little bit. Literally just like actually just grazing it. Okay. This is gonna be some work to get this to replicate this on the other side of my face. Now I need to take the glitter base. Where are you at, my dudes? Here it is. The glitter primer that I have from NYX. Gotta take it, put a little bit on my finger, then take it, swipe it off this finger, and all over the half of the lid that I want to cover up. Then what I'll do after that, I will grab the shade that I want, which I'll be using this, oh my god, what the fuck, dude? That glittery blue shade, and I will tap that on to the lid. That shade is so patchy. I don't like that. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this brush again. I'm going to go into that, the one I attempted to use to blend out. And I'm going to bring that inwards right here. Just like this. That's ridiculous, dude. What the fuck? I didn't not spend that much money on this palette for it to be doing me like this. Let me try a flat brush and try packing it on. Because that's the only other option I really have. Let's hope it stays. Because I gotta work on the bottom lash line now. Because if you don't, it's just coming right off, and it's so fucking weird. Whatever. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So now I'm going to work on the bottom lash line. I'm going to take this bright green shade right there, and then, oh, I do have to grab a different palette though, because I forgot I needed another one. I'm going to take the green right there, and then the green slightly towards the inner part. Again. Alright. And now I have to go grab the other palette that I need. I want to build it up a little bit. There we go. I gotta grab the other palette I need. So I'm going into the Conspiracy palette. I'm going to grab shade Trisha. Tip the shade. Knock off the excess. And then I'm going to put the pink in the middle right there. At least my lower lash line's pretty. Positive. Positivity, guys. Always work on your positivity. Okay. And I'm going to take my highlighter that I use on my face because uniformity. I'm kind of in a bad mood because this look kind of looks like shit. Alright. Pop it in there. I want to go do the other eye. I'll be back. Hi everyone, I'm back. I look psychotic. I'm hoping mascara will save this fucking makeup. Probably not. I'll probably look like a psycho all day long. I'm actually really quite annoyed right now. I look like, look at it, look how patchy that is. What the fuck, James? What the fuck? I'm gonna take a little bit of denim from the Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette. And I want to tap that kind of on top of it. Maybe that'll save it some. I think that might have done it. I think that might have done did it. Okay. Anyways, it's really hard to blend this out because it disappears if I do. So, and I don't want it to all disappear because I spent so much time on it. Hi, welcome to a restaurant. These are the employees. This is what we look like, guys. I literally might get yelled at and told, like, go home, wash your face off because this is clown makeup Alicia. That might actually happen. I'm actually kind of afraid it might. Not, like, I'm not joking when I say that. Like, I feel like they might tell me to, like, go home and change, like, wash my face off or, like, have me wash my face off at work. I don't know. So, I have an eyelash curler. I'm gonna do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, God. Okay. So I'm going to take the Lots of Lashes Great Lashes mascara. I'm going to put this on. I really am defeated today, if you couldn't tell. I've never used an eyelash curler before, so this was a first for me. I mean, I used it yesterday for like the first time, but I'm still learning it. I'm going to take this and I'm going to, there's a little bit of fallout. I'm going to go like that. I think the mascara did help me look a little less crazy. I think once I put my lipstick on too, because I will obviously have to wear lipstick with a look this insane. You can't just not wear lipstick. It won't look right. So now I'm going to curl my other eyelash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. Okay. Now, I'm going to take the Great Lashes mascara. Boop, boop, be-doop. Hi. Howdy. Howdy doody. Okay. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows, then my lipstick, and then I'll be done. So what I do is I take my towel and I wipe, because there's like powder and foundation and all that shit on your eyebrows. You gotta wipe it off. And then I'm gonna take Cedar in the Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette. Tap, tap, tap. Deep, deep, deep. Which I will do my next look on Tuesday for Ivysaur. I might post this on Monday, maybe, possibly, because I'm gonna have to like convert and edit it like while I'm just chilling in the AT&T store. See, as I'm adding the pieces, I feel like it's all gonna come together in the end. I sure hope so, because like I really hate when my makeup doesn't look good, because then I feel uncomfortable and like I want to go home for the rest of the day, kind of thing. So where is it at? Here it is. Almost done with it. I'm almost at the end, guys. Almost. Look at it. I just swirl it around the edges, getting all the very little less product as I can out of it, because that's just the way I am. That's just the way we do it on this channel. Use all of it up. Also, when it comes to stick foundations, you take your little finger when it's like at the end, quote unquote, and you don't have any left, which I'm gonna have to get some stick foundation for cosplays, because I feel like that'll work best for that. Because it's like pretty thick. And what you do is you take your finger and you rub it around until like you literally use all of it, because there's so much left inside of it. Trust me. Trust me. So now what I'm going to use this lipstick. It's the Soft Matte Lip Cream by NYX in shade Antwerp? I don't know. But it's really pretty, and it's a pinky enough color that it'll work for Ivysaur's leaves. Or flower, I mean. There's fallout everywhere. What the heck? What the heck, my dudes? Okay. I got a little piece of pepper in my teeth. There we go. Now I gotta pull my bangs down, brush them out, brush my hair out, change my clothes, and I will do my outro. Hopefully that'll help this one. Okay, everyone, this is the final look. I mean, it's patchy still, and it's just coming off more and more. I feel like by the end of the night, it's gonna look like shit. I don't know why that happened. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. I've done nothing different than I normally do. It's a little weird, but whatever. This is the final look. I probably will only take one picture of it, and that's just to announce the YouTube video. So, peace.